4 or 5 centuries ago, there's a rift in the clan MacLean, creating this offshoot clan, the MacLeans. Owen Big. He wanted more power and land, and so he finds himself leading his men into battle against the clan MacLean. Straight away, Ewan's hit with a claymore, a two-handed sword, and he loses the small head he has. It happened so swiftly that his horse continued galloping forwards and carried Ewan's headless body with it. Buried without his head, he roams Scotland, and he seeks revenge, and his head.
The Dullahan carries its head held high in its hand. The mouth is in a hideous grin that touches both sides of its head. Its eyes can see across the countryside, even during the darkest nights. It uses the spine of a human corpse for a whip, driving its horse. And wherever the Dullahan stops riding, if it calls out your name, you drop dead immediately. This is old mythology.
In 1820, Washington Irving publishes the short story, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And this is really America's introduction to the mythology of the Headless Horseman. Pulling together bits and pieces from different oral stories that are in New York at that time, Irving crafts a tale about a Hessian soldier decapitated in a Revolutionary War battle. This is when that legend is really brought into the American culture.
I don't know where to put the mic.
Oh, here we go. We good?
We're good. Okay. So tell me where you're from.
Well, that's a loaded question. I mean, I'm from everywhere and nowhere. I couldn't tell you. I have a lot of memories of places and times, but I don't know which ones are more important or less important. I just am, you know? That's the thing about being immortal. It all sort of mashes together. I definitely enjoyed the early 19th century. Washington Irving really blew things up for me. I'd been in a slump, hadn't really gained a lot of terror traction in the US, but his story really stoked the fire again. Halloween got fun again.
I mean, I think the family resemblance is pretty obvious.
Yeah. I mean, I think he looks more like Dad, I look more like Mom.
Yeah.
But I mean, the horseman neck, I mean, we all have that,
yeah.
So.
You know, dead giveaway.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, Grandpa's gonna be so sad that he missed this meal.
It is his favorite.
I know, he would ask Mom to make it like at least once a week.
And Halloween. Celebration meal.
Yeah, Halloween was the best.
You know, some families have Christmas, we have Halloween.
So we started dating
Like a week before Halloween.
Yeah, and I knew who his grandpa was, and I was honestly so intimidated to meet him.
He can be a bit intimidating.
Yeah, but wow, he is actually so fun. Seriously, he's like a lamb in wolf's clothing. He really is.
So there was this one time in like 3rd grade that Carly Bickle, I think, we were on the playground, and she was like, my dad said that your grandpa is the horseman and said that he's a monster. And God, I just wanted to like slug her so bad, because like my grandpa's a really cool guy.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard when your dad has this reputation for being like a bad guy.
Yeah, but he's not a bad guy. It's just, that's bluster.
Oh yeah.
I'm just a normal guy. I love my family. I love my job. And that's what it is. It's a job. I didn't apply for it. I inherited it through circumstance. But you know, I have pride in my work. But it's work, you know. When work's over, that gets set aside.
Was our dad a bad guy? No. I mean, I don't think he was. He was never a bad guy to me, to us. I mean, he was a great father. He was a great husband to our mom, you know.
And I mean, he had a bad reputation, but reputations are totally subjective.
Yeah. I think he did a really fantastic job sort of straddling the two worlds that he lived in. You know, he did his job really well. He, you know, was a great father. He would, you know, mow the lawn on the weekends, and then, you know, there was this other thing that he did.
Yeah, his job.
Yeah, having a career, doing really well at his job, which just happens to be
scaring the crap out of people.
Yeah.
I struggle sometimes. Everybody does. Life has highs and lows, ups and downs. You can't get consumed by what people think of you, as long as you know who you are. In the end, it comes down to having a healthy work-life balance, you know? I'm no different than anyone else, except that I'm an immortal legend. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, am I right?
I mean, I'm a little hard-headed, but I am very decisive.
He's also like really level-headed, so I think I get that from him too.
Always sort of like galloping toward your dreams and just, you know, making things happen.
And he is a legend, but the man behind that legend, that's what we're trying to get through with this, I think.